Hello world, hello YouTube land, good afternoon. Right, this is going to be my first review of the day. Superman Unchained, number 2. Quite a confusing comic for me. I'll go through it and hopefully as I talk through the plot and as usual my reviews there's going to be spoilers. Yeah, as I talk through the comic, hopefully it'll make a bit more sense to me, and if you've got any more information about what's going on then let me know. Issue number 2. I was expecting a continuation from the last issue, where Superman was under the ocean and getting torpedoed by a nuclear submarine by some guys with American flags on their arms, but it seems to be bad guys. So I was expecting a bit of a reveal here. That doesn't happen as we open the comic. You begin with Lex Luthor in prison, talking about things that I've got no clue about. Next we go to Dubai, so Superman's not even under the ocean still. He's in Dubai now. And he's protecting a tower. It's, I think this is actually the real tower. What's the name of it? I've got it here. The Burj Khalifa. Yeah, the largest tower in the world. So a bit of reality appearing in comics. There's a terrorist group called Ascension. They've decided to, I don't know why they want to, but destroy the tower. Superman comes and saves the day. That's a really great bit of art there. Superman saving the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. So it appears that's Superman's big friends with the dictatorships who are in the United Arab Emirates. Of course, the city of Dubai is basically the capital where all the playboys and the rich and expats go there, but very wealthy Saudis go there as well, spending money, drink a lot of beer, and hang out with prostitutes. That's sorry, but that's what Dubai is known for. Okay, so in this comic, Superman saves the day. I was trying to find out some sort of motivation for what this terrorist group, what they call it, Ascension, did. It appears that they don't like modern technology, so it's a bit weak. There we go. And now Superman appears in Batman's cave. Batman's developing new weapons to make sure that Superman can be controlled in case he goes rogue. That's quite an important story point. I think that will play into this later on. Then we have the appearance of Lois Lane, who's looking very attractive in this comic. Lois Lane is talking to Clark Kent, telling her about her dad. Apparently her dad's some sort of general. Superman flies off to meet her dad. It's General Lane. General Lane, where is he? You see that? There's Superman and General Lane. Yeah, it appears that General Lane's a bit of a bad guy. He sets off super weapons against Superman just because Superman's asking him, what's going on here. So there's the tie-ins to from issue 1 to issue 2. I think General Lane was in charge of that nuclear submarine which shot a torpedo at Superman. So I'm finally getting a bit of sense here out of this comic. Wish they started that at the beginning, because it was very confusing when I first started reading this. Anyway, so General Lane starts shooting these weapons at Superman. There's forward Superman. And does this guy work for the American military, or is he like a rogue part of the military? I'm not sure. As Superman appears to be on the brink of getting completely blown to bits, this bloke he also appeared in issue number 1. That guy there. I think he was the figure that appeared above Hiroshima. In that flashback in issue number 1, he's like your he's probably from Krypton as well. He's like a rival to Superman. But anyway, he says that's enough. I will deal with Superman. I've been waiting a long time for this. So it appears that Superman and his I don't know, this bad guy Superman are going to have a bit of a fight in the next issue. And the narrative zooms off to the very attractive Lois Lane in a little private jet. And remember that a terrorist group, what were they called? Ascension. Yep. They are going to, I don't know why they want to do this really, but again their motivations are a bit unclear to me, and perhaps like most comic book supervillains, their motivations don't really make sense when you analyse them in too much detail. But they basically knocked out all the power on Lois Lane's little jet, their way of a plane, and she's going to crash. So who's going to save Lois Lane if Superman's apparently in dire straits himself? So that's something to look forward to finishing number 3, isn't it? To see what happens to Lois Lane in an aeroplane. So we might have the answer already, actually, as we end this comic. We have Lex Luthor breaking out of jail, as he always does. Beep, beep, he says. Out of my way, Warden. It's time for me to save the world. And here we go. That's Lex Luthor, his little machine that he seems to have built in prison. Off to save the world. Is he going to save Lois Lane? Is he going to save Superman from that rogue colonel, the daddy of the very attractive Lois Lane? Who knows? At the end of the comic we have an epilogue. The epilogue is this guy who was found on a trawler, who fished out of the sea last issue, and I'm really confused about that. I don't know how that ties in, but maybe he's got some kryptonite, so he ties into it all somehow. Here we go. Quite a few passages here. Maybe it'll make sense. No one understands better than you the threat of power without limits, power that can't be controlled. So are we talking about the power of Superman? That's what Batman's obviously concerned about. Or are we talking about the power of the military-industrial complex as represented by this Colonel Lane, with his tanks and his submarines and whatnot? So yeah, actually, as I've just reread this comic, flipped through it again, it makes more sense on a second or third reading. I was just disappointed that it began so confusing, and it took me a while to fully comprehend what's going on here. And even at the end, I'm still a bit sketchy, obviously, as you can tell, about a few things. But overall, then, a conclusion for you. A confusing comic, which will probably make more sense as we get the whole arc, wrap it all together, probably in about 3 or 4 issues' time. Interesting though, particularly this Colonel Lane. I'm very interested to see where that goes. Be worth picking up the next issue to see who saves Lois Lane. Perhaps it'll be in Lex Luthor, normally Superman's main villain. Maybe he's going to save her. We've got the conversation between Superman and this bad guy. I think his name's Rafe, because the next issue is called "Who is Rafe?" So maybe that guy's name is Rafe. It appears to be working for the military-industrial complex as personified in the by Colonel Lane. But perhaps he'll be a bit of a rogue. Maybe he's from Krypton, as I said early on. As is usual in this comic, with the artwork by Jim Lee, particularly this. That's one of my favourite panel. Yeah, the artwork is fantastic. Lots of detail. Really cool stuff. Really enjoy the artwork. As a whole, then wrapping up this review, I give the comic a strong 7.5 out of 10. Bit confusing, but I think it will make sense a bit later on. Okay, that's Superman Unchained number 2. Check it out now. See you later. Bye.